Men, we are failing women, period. If you got a baby mama and you ain't taking care of your kid, you are failing your children and your woman, your ex-woman. You're failing them. So, man, some things we gotta patch up. Some things we gotta fix, man.
I was just watching this video, and I'm starting to see a lot of single moms are starting to crash out. Like, moms are starting to lose it. And I'm starting to love the fact that people are starting to be honest about motherhood. Women are starting to show, like, the raw and uncut version of what it is to be a mom. And if you're one of the moms, like myself, that are really crazy about your kids, then that means that you really have no life outside of your kids.
Guys, are we failing women? Let's get into it. So what I want to talk about today is whether or not men are failing women today. I'm seeing a lot of videos on TikTok about women crashing out, women talking about the economy, talking about dating. These are single mothers who have been in relationships, who have, dated, either been married or engaged, had kids, and somehow the relationship didn't work out. It got me to the point where I'm wondering, have we as men failed women? Comment in the comment section. And if you like what I'm talking about today, go ahead and leave me a like. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let's continue to go with the topic. And I think women do need to take accountability of the men that they're choosing, because nobody told you to choose that guy. You chose that guy based on his looks, probably him, being attractive or whatever. And I think women do have to take accountability, because women talk a lot about being independent and being a boss bee or whatever. I think there is a level of accountability that women have to have if they're going to be out here dating, and if you're going to say, hey, that man is the fault because he cheated, because he was abusive or whatever. There has to be accountability if you're going to choose to date somebody else, and you need to learn from it as well. But I think we as men have a part to play, because we have failed women as well by lying, cheating, disguising ourselves to be something that we're not. I feel like men shouldn't even date or take dating seriously until they get financially stable to take care of a family. Because men, we don't think about family and, being married or anything like that until we are financially stable. So if you're not financially stable, you shouldn't take dating serious, or you shouldn't date at all. In my opinion, you shouldn't date at all. Don't date. So let's go ahead and react to some of these videos. These videos are about single moms, basically crashing out. And man, let me know in the comment section, is it our fault or is it theirs?
Eating my soul right now, having to drop off my baby at school. It's just frustrating because it's just like a mom guilt feeling that I have to drop off my baby, when it was like, when you think about the life that you were supposed to have with the mom and the dad, and you were supposed to, be at home with your baby, not drop them off at daycare with some young fucking teeny boppers who act like they don't even fucking care, like, and then she's crying for me to stay, and then, like, they're just like this, like, no, like, come on, Sienna, like, let's go do this, and, like, no, like, redirection. It's just like, so why the fuck am I paying you all this money? Today is gonna be a day, I already feel it, because I wish I could just stay home with her, but I have to work, and it's like I feel like all these sacrificing so much while the other parent doesn't do fucking shit, and then wants to also skim on the child support that you are supposed to give me, and tries to, like, I did this, so I'm gonna take this out of this month. Like, dude, look at the shit that I pay for every fucking day for the past 4 years, okay? What you give me is like a reimbursement, if that, of everything I pay for her. So, moms can relate. And I know it's gonna be okay. And I hate to be like, put like the positive shit, like, and it's gonna be okay. Like, no, but it's bad right now. So let me just sit in these emotions and be bad. Like, I don't want to talk about how the fuck, like, oh, it's gonna get better. Oh, blah, and blah, and blah. Like, bitch, I don't want to hear that shit right now. The fuck? Let me be sad about dropping off my baby at school, okay? And going having to hustle and fucking make $1. Like, I want what the fuck I want. And Jesus Christ.
Ladies, I think most importantly, you just got to be willing to rebrand yourself. You got to be willing to rebrand yourself. And you got to be willing to learn from your mistakes and develop a relationship with Christ and the Word of God, and start listening to the Word. God created the institution of marriage. He created the institution of relationships, and if he created relationships, then he knows how to make them flourish. And I feel like we read a manual instruction on everything, on how to build a house, how to put toys together, how to set up a TV, but we refuse to read a manual on how to build a relationship and sustain a relationship. So we got to read that manual. We got to get in the Word. We have to get wisdom on how to deal in the affairs of life and what decisions we need to make. And you're not going to get that through therapy. You're not going to get that through any other way. You're going to get it through reading the Word of God, studying the Word of God, and changing your thinking, renewing your mind, and having morals yourself. If you don't have any morals, you're not going to choose anybody that has morals. You're going to choose somebody who fits the description for you. You probably like Pooh Shiesty or something like that. Oh, girl, he look like Pooh Shiesty. I'm going to talk to him. That's stupid. Why would you choose somebody that looks like somebody else? And that somebody else that he looks like, they don't even cherish relationships. Like, that's what I'm saying. How could you choose somebody with morals and you don't have any yourself? You don't have any wisdom. You don't have any morals. You don't have any guidance. So I just think it's real important, man, that women, you rebrand yourself. When you get out of a bad relationship, rebrand yourself. Get closer to Christ and allow him to renew you. Just renew your heart, your spirit, your thinking, so you can make better decisions. And stop making decisions based off how he looked. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. So if you're willing to rebrand yourself and, and just choose Christ, man. That's what you need. He'll turn you into the woman you need to be for the husband that belongs to you, period. Whether you got a kid or not. Most of you women need to be reading Proverbs 31 and learning how to be a wife, learning how to be a good woman. It says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord. You have to be one. You have to be willing to do the duties of a wife.
I was just watching this video, and I'm starting to see a lot of single moms are starting to crash out. Like, moms are starting to lose it. And I'm starting to love the fact that people are starting to be honest about motherhood. Women are starting to show, like, the raw and uncut version of what it is to be a mom. And if you're one of the moms, like myself, that are really crazy about your kids, then that means that you really have no life outside of your kids, like me. I wake up to my kids in my bed. Like, there's no just me. There's no me time, like, at all. And she was basically saying, like, the economy is not set up for single moms right now. In today's age, today's timing, the economy is not set up for single moms. It isn't. It has nothing to do with money for me. I feel like it just has nothing to do with money. Like, yeah, you have to have money to be able to have a stable home and stable living situation and be able to provide for them. Yeah, we all know that. But you can't even work really, because if you find a job, 9 times out of 10, you can drop them off to school, but then you have nobody to pick them up. You can pick them up from school, but then you have nobody to drop them off to school because you have to be to work at a certain time. Your shift ends at a certain time, so you're not there to make it to pick them up. So what do we do as moms? We sacrifice. So let me just go part-time. You go part-time, and then you start realizing that part-time is not making it. Like, the money is just, it doesn't even matter. So you just feel like, you know what, I shouldn't just work. I should just be a stay-at-home mom.
Let me read something to you guys that I wrote down. It says, a 2-income household is the new middle class. This is one of the reasons why I feel like men have failed women. Like, we're supposed to be there. Definitely when in tough times and when situations are going bad, I feel like we as men, we should be there. Period. Like, if my ex was to call me and say, hey, I'm having this issue right here. Hey, what I need to do concerning my daughter? What do I need to do? Do I need to come get her? Do I need to, pay for that? Like, I'm going to do something for my daughter to ease any stress she has on her. Because I want to make life easy. I know in this economy, life is tough. Like, all that independent talk, it's cutthroat. It's something else I wrote down. At what point do you think independence turns into isolation? Sometimes you can be so independent that you're isolating yourself from the help that you need. Men need women. Women need men. Period. We need each other. We need each other. And you can see this lady struggling with working part-time or full-time because she feels like she's sacrificing things like being with her child, leaving them at home by themselves. I mean, man, this economy is not meant for a 1-income household. 2 minimum. 2.
Then you're a stay-at-home mom, and you just feel like you're not doing anything. All you do is just provide for the kids in whatever way that is, take care of home. But then it's like you're losing yourself. You already lost yourself, pretty much. So then what do? If you try to sacrifice again, you go overnight, like me. But then it's like, while I'm overnight, I'm thinking about my kids. But I find that I have a job, fortunate enough, that my kids are already in bed, they're asleep, and then my sister comes over and watches them for me overnight till I get off of my shift in the morning. It's so messed up, especially if you have little to no support, if any support at all. Like myself, I don't have any. It's literally just me, like literally. And then daycare costs, the tuition.
I'm so mad. I'm hurt. I'm tired. Like, I'm so mad. Like, I'm so mad at myself. Bro, being a single mom is the hardest shit ever. Like, you cannot do anything.
So, like, I'm literally just in my kitchen, and I really want to know how people manage to just stay strong every day for their kids. Like, I am struggling. I am mentally struggling. Just being a single mom and having to do.
What you just witnessed is a realization setting in on the women of the fact that it's their fault. They have tried to stretch, bend, every which way they can, the responsibility to everyone else but themselves. They can't. They've realized they can't. It's them. So, every mother has went through this, some shape, form, or fashion. So I empathize with that because I was once a single mother. Be that as it may, what I'm getting ready to say is going to sound crass, harsh, and abrasive, but there's love in there, okay? acting like somebody gonna save you. Anybody gonna save you? You gotta stop acting like that man gonna come back and save you in raising kids. Get over it. Those days are gone. The woman that you knew before you had children, she gone. Way better. You ain't getting her back. Okay? So now you need to cultivate the woman that you are now. Okay? And get to know the mother and the adult you. Okay? And that's gonna take some cognitive therapy, going to counseling, and being proactive with your life, with your children. Okay? Because you're the only parent that's doing it all, and you're trying to work or you're trying to find a job, whatever, you have to raise your kids a little bit faster. You know, make them grow up a little bit faster than people that have two-parent households, children that have two-parent households, okay? If they're preteen, going into teenagers, whatever, get cameras in your home and start training them and learning how to stay at home by themselves without burning the house down. Now, what I would suggest is to have discretion. So you know if your kids can handle it or not. Do the information what you will, so you can be able to find a job and be able to do some things and get some things done without having the kids everywhere you go. All right? Here's the other thing. The social life that you think you're going to have is no longer there until those kids get old enough. So what you're going to have to do is start linking up with parents, either from school or wherever else, and y'all have play dates with the kids while y'all sit back and talk and all this, because then you still get the interaction from another adult. Because I get being around kids and talking to kids all day is exhausting. All right? So, and there's another thing. You need to be present. Just because you're going through some things, being a mother and you're overwhelmed, you have to still be there for your children holistically, because they're experiencing your motherhood. They're experiencing your parenting firsthand every day, and whatever you're going through, your kids is going through it, okay? Believe it or not. They sense it, they know it, and you have to be there. You have to be the constant in their life, okay? When it comes to the discipline and overwhelming, you need to be consistent. That's part of the reason why you're overwhelmed, because you're not standing on what you're saying. You're not meaning what you're saying what you mean. You need to start doing that. That keeps you from stressing out, and those kids crave it. Children crave correction, okay? With the love, they also crave correction, okay? So do that. That'll keep you from crashing out. That'll keep you from sliding down the wall in the shower and punching the air, okay? Because you are the judge, the jury, and the executor of that house. That is your domain. You don't need to live in their world. They need to learn how to live in yours, okay? Now do that with that information what you will, all right? It's going to get better. You need to go to counseling. You need to do some cognitive therapy. You need to do some reading and trying to understand yourself and how you got there. You're going to make it. It's going to be okay.
No, you're not.
And I know that's easy said and done. But nobody said raising children was going to be easy. Even with two parents, it's not easy. Okay? Now, you go out there, and you're going to be all right. You go out there, you be great, girl. You got this.
Kids really irritate me. They wake up every morning like they don't know what to do. Like, we haven't been doing this school thing for so long. Brush your teeth. Don't cut the TV on. Eat your breakfast. Moisturize your face. I just don't understand. It's like I have to yell like that after so many. Like, I'm like, did you put deodorant on? No. Why? 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 You want to be smelling like chocolate? But at the end of the day got to end, and I love my kids. I wouldn't give them up for $1 million. Do you hear me? Like, they're my babies. But do they itch the back crack of my? Yes. Yes, they do. And dropping them off and getting them ready in the morning time is first shift. Second shift is when I have to go to work, do nails, get my content, all that. Third shift is when we got to go pick them up. Like, that's a whole different shift when you go pick them up, babe. Because you got to hear about their whole entire days, how they feeling. And then if you got more than one, that's when you make it a shift. See, when it's just one, it's cool, but I got 3. Okay? So I give everybody their chance to speak and express how they felt today, what their day was like, and tell me, get it off their chest. Because we're not going to talk over each other. Thank you.
You know what I'm really struggling with is everyone telling me to pray when it's like I pray all the time. Like, I will admit I used to be like a real Christian. Like, I used to pray all day, all night, read my scripture, fast. But then I started to tell myself, like, I'm doing all of this and God is not making nothing happen for me. Like, if anything, things keep getting worse for me. No matter how much I put on a brave face, no matter how much I walk by faith and not by sight, no matter how much I try to be patient, be still and wait on him, as the word directs us to, it's like the same thing keeps happening to me over and over again. I'll get on my feet, start my businesses, get back on my feet, and then everything starts to fall apart again.
What do all of these women have in common? They all have kids. They've all been in relationships. They all had failed relationships. And the person that you don't see is the father figure in the videos. You don't get the opportunity to hear the other side of what happened. You can only speculate based off what you see and based off the information they give you. But one thing I want to highlight here, that last girl, she said, I used to be a real Christian. She said, I used to pray. I used to fast. I used to do all of these things. You used to be a real Christian. You used to be. And that's the issue, I believe, with most of these women. Most of these women, I'm hearing all of these issues, financial issues, issues with the ex-boyfriend who's not paying child support. Like, women, I understand guys are a part of the issue as well, but you have to take accountability. The girl that was crying by the sink, she said she was mad at herself. That's the sound of a woman taking accountability to me. Being mad at yourself because you knew better. And I feel like if you're not taking accountability for what happened in the past, you're not really growing. You're not growing at all. So that's the number one thing women should do, and men should do as well. Man, take accountability. If you did anything to, sabotage their relationship, if you did anything to cause their relationship to not flourish, hey man, take accountability. And if you have kids and you have people that you're supposed to be taking care of, take care of the kid, man. I have a kid myself. I have one myself. And it's my responsibility as a man to take care of my kid and provide for my kid. So, and I try to do that. I try to do over and above what's necessary so I can take any pressure off of my ex. That's just what I do. That's just who I am. And we just got to take responsibility, man. As men, we need to get our credit together. We need to get ourselves together. We need to get fit financially. We need to be better partners, man. Like, don't date if you're not, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially together. If you're not healed in all of those 4 areas, don't get in a relationship. It's not worth it. Because all you're doing, you're passing down trauma, issues to other women that are going to try to date other people, and they're going to bring those traumas into their current relationship. So, man, let's just try to patch everything up, man, and take responsibility for things not working, because it's your fault. It's our fault, men and women. So I think that's the number one thing. And I just think women, you guys need to take better advice. That advice that woman was talking about, leaving your kids at home, put cameras in the house, leave your kids at home. That's not the answer. That is not the answer at all. Men, we are failing women, period. If you got a baby mama and you ain't taking care of your kid, you are failing your children and your woman, your ex-woman. You're failing them. So, man, some things we gotta patch up. Some things we gotta fix, man. But I'll get in more detail. I'll get in further detail about this later. But hey, man, if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Till then, till next time, peace. And that's just common sense.